Well, I just overall really excited about the weekend. So we put together 2 games of really the kind of effort we like to see from our team and the kind of focus we like to see from our team. And I thought we had to do it against 2 very good teams in Southern Utah and Kansas City, kind of all sitting here in the same kind of area in the conference. So these games are obviously very important, and our team didn't take anything for granted. I thought we played very hard in both, and came away with 2 good wins this weekend.
Questions for Coach?
It is kind of a log jam in the middle of the conference. Talk about what it's going to take to pull away.
Well, we're going to have to be much more consistent. For instance, this weekend was good, but we've had some good weekends in the past, and we just haven't followed them up with good weekends. You also have to have some things go your way. Right now, we're basically 3 shots away from being, 9-2 as opposed to 6-5. We lost at Southern Utah on the last second shot, and we lost 2 close ones last weekend. So some things kind of have to go your way too. But the thing we control is the effort and how hard we're going to be playing in practice and in games. And for us, that's going to be the focus. But the group that's all jammed together is a very talented group of teams. When I look at all of us in that group, Fort Wayne, Oakland, obviously Oral Roberts in first, there are a lot of really good teams that are going to fall somewhere in different spots, and it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. So, but it'll be a challenge for all of us going forward.
You talk about your guys' start. It was 21-3 at one point. What happened? I mean, what was it? I mean, it looked like they were struggling, but it looked like your guys' effort was certainly there.
Yeah, I thought we played really well defensively. I didn't think we gave them a lot of open looks early on. In their defense, they probably missed a couple that would have changed and got them some momentum. I think shots around the basket where we had some breakdowns and they had some good execution. And when you miss some of those, sometimes it's a little deflating, and I think that maybe hurt them a little bit. But I thought our defense was pretty good early on and throughout the game. And then it was, there just wasn't a lot of flow after that. Both teams were shooting a lot of free throws, and both teams played very aggressive. I think when both of us have gotten together in the past, there have been a lot of free throws by both teams, so that really just slowed the pace of the game down.
Talk about Jennie's play tonight, 28 points, career high.
Yeah, I thought Jennie was really good this weekend. I thought she put together 2 games. Jennie's has the ability to be a dominant offensive player in this league. She's very good. There's not many post players that are as athletic and as versatile and talented as Jennie. She had a 3 tonight. She had a couple of penetration rip-throughs up from the high post to the basket. She had probably about 4 different post moves that I can think of. So, when she's playing aggressive and really involved in our offense, we're a much better team.
You guys have won 2 straight at home after losing 6 out of 7. Is that something that you like seeing more often, or what?
Yeah, and again, you just have a couple of those games that didn't go our way. I'm not whining and complaining about it. We just didn't play well enough to win. And Oakland and Fort Wayne came in here and took a couple from us. North Dakota State early, we weren't playing great basketball then. That's another close game that we lost, and I think we could have played much better. Oral Roberts, I think, came in and outplayed us. So, some of it falls on our shoulders, and some of it is we've played some pretty good teams. So, we just need to be more consistent, and I think we're getting there. We're still playing without some really good players. There's not many teams in our league that could lose some of the players that we've lost at different points throughout the year and still be hanging in there like we are too. So, our team's gone through a lot, and we're playing good basketball, and we'll just try and keep them in that mindset right now.
Jill, talk about winning at home again, double figures again by 20 plus. Let's talk about that.
This is a big weekend for us. Just after 2 losses we had last weekend at home, we just had a good week of practice. Really focused on playing hard. We knew we could play a lot better than we had, and just play a lot harder than we've been playing, and I think that really showed up this weekend for us.
Jennie, talk about the 28 points tonight. You've had your way inside, and you've kind of been building to this. You've had good games the last couple times out, and then tonight you played really well.
Yeah, my teammates definitely deserve the credit for everything. They find me when I'm open, and I'll just knock down the shot when I get the opportunity to. So,
Jennie, after a couple of crushing overtime losses, you could just as easily just have that, destroy you, I guess, in a way, but that hasn't been the case at all. I mean, just talk about coming back from losses like that.
You know, it's definitely a character building for our team. These 2 losses were, I don't know, not make or break our season, but definitely shows of where we're at in our year so far. And I think that this last weekend was a big build in our confidence, and I think that we can be the team that we're capable of being, and it definitely showed this last weekend.
Jill, talk about the start. You're up 21-3 to open the game, and they fought back, and then you guys kind of put them away at the end too. But talk about having that assertive, closing effort.
Yeah, I thought we came out to a pretty good start. We really talked about coming out and setting the tone for the game and how we want to play, and just playing, hard and with a lot of toughness. And I thought we did that pretty well to start out with. We still got to work on our second half starts. Last couple of games we've kind of slipped a little bit, and so we got to get better with that. But I thought we did a good job just playing through the whole game, and they came at us a few times and came back and made some runs, but we were able to make some runs of our own and hold them off.
2 big wins. What's this going to mean, you guys heading out on the road? Either. Jennie, you're smiling.
Like I said, it's definitely a big confidence boost for us, and winning on the road is tough, so we have 2 good teams coming ahead of us, and I think we'll have a hard week of practice and be ready for it. So.
And coming up this weekend for the men and the women, they go down south to Oklahoma and Louisiana, where we'll start with the women. They have Centenary Saturday night, a part of a doubleheader with the men. Then they move on to Oral Roberts on Monday night. Pretty much we know what's going to happen here. They're going to beat Centenary Saturday. Yeah. They're going to lose the Oral on Monday.
Well, it's the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Yeah. I think they'll take care of business in Louisiana.
The last ever matchup between the classic Jacks ladies rivalry.
Well, I will be very sad to see the Centenary ladies and gentlemen go, but it's for the best. Feel it's for the best. Yeah, they played so badly in Tulsa last year, and Oral Roberts is really good, and they're playing really well. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a really tough one for them to snag, but it seems like they're just kind of in a race for that 4 seed, maybe 5.
I mean,
it's getting that 2-3. It's going to be very
they're
difficult.
They're not getting a top 3 seed. There's that jumble from they could realistically finish anywhere from 4th to 8th. Yeah, because they are separated by a game, depending on how the tiebreakers go. And where do you see this team finishing? Because it is going to be microscopic. Yeah. It's going to come down to that game against NDSU at the end of the year.
Man, wouldn't that be shocking if they were the 8? Wouldn't that be something else? Yeah. Fall from grace from being the 1 and the 2. I don't see that happening. I would see them sneaking somewhere 4 or 5. I mean, who are they tied with right now? They tied with NDSU.
NDSU and UMKC's in that mix. Yeah. Depending on the outcome. Yeah. Yeah. And Southern Utah there.
Southern Utah is better as well. I think the seeding is not going to be, as crucial. It's just going to be that matchup. I mean, do you want to play NDSU first round after what they did in Frost Arena? Yeah. And they lost Southern Utah earlier this year too. So that first round matchup I think is going to be crucial. Whether they're the 6 seed, the 5 seed, the 4 seed, I think it just comes down to who they got in the first round. I don't think NDSU is a very good matchup because I think they got really good guards.
And SDSU has trouble with guards. Just defending the guards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Oral Roberts, and just good guard play really gives them fits, and has for a while.
The men, they play Oral Roberts on a Thursday and Centenary on Saturday. That Oral Roberts game, they've struggled a little bit this year. They're 6-4. Jacks are tied for 4th with them, and barring a great shooting performance from 3 from the Golden Eagles at Frost a few weeks ago, SDSU wins that game. So what do you expect down in Tulsa?
Boy, it'd be tough for me to sit here and say they're going to win in Tulsa because they've never done it before. Yeah. They played well there last year. I think they still lost. They've shown to be a good road team.
Which is odd considering how they've played. That was the big thing. They hadn't won a Summit League road game ever.
Yeah, that's long history right now. They've played well even despite being young. They just play loose. They play like a team on the road a lot better than they do at home. Oral Roberts is a good team. There's no question about it. They have Morrison back, I think.
Yes,
I think Morrison is back now. and he's a great player for them. That's a tough game. All these games are tough. Besides this Centenary game they got, I mean, it's a tough road to the finish there. And they're still within range of the 2, but that seems very unlikely at this point.
Especially with that UMKC loss, which is just going to be that one game you look back on. And say,
that'll be one of their what-if games. What if we shot better? So,
Centenary, they're 0-23 in the conference, combined men and women, 0-41 overall.
Jeez.
Will they win a game before the year's done?
Man, you know,
either one of them.
They've played with teams for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then something happens, it just falls apart. That's gonna be awfully tough. I don't think either of them are gonna win a game.
They finish the year 0-55.
And can you blame them? I mean, really, it's calling that team Division I. Well, they're not. I mean, they're basically Division III at this point. I'm so mad that the notepad's gonna fall on the floor.
Yes.
It's ridiculous to consider Centenary Division I when they're really Division 2.5 at this point.
Collegian this week, what can we look forward to?
Collegian this week.
Big Super Bowl spread, I hear.
Big Super Bowl spread. It's going to be delightful.
That's the way you want to put it here.
I can't believe I said that word. We got you. We got you with some swimming stuff and your usual column, which that's got to be a hot read.
Didn't have much this week, got to be honest. Didn't have much. The well is dry as far as my column.
A little bit. It was basically, I hate the Packers, and here's 6 reasons.
As it has been for about the last 3 weeks.
That's exactly right. I don't know what's with you and Vikings fans and your Packers hatred.
It's a big brother, little brother syndrome type of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. But you have to respect them a little bit. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're good. They are.
All right. All right, I'll give you that.
So look for the Collegian coming out on Wednesday night. Read it, pick it up. Big Super Bowl spread. And speaking of the Super Bowl, game time's up next. 4 of us, Stack and host. We will preview the NFC-AFC battle between the Steelers and the Packers coming up here on the Sports Lounge.